Hey guys, welcome back to Filter Coffee Football. Unfortunately, no Karthik today. He's on his way back home to India, so decided to take this weekend off just to rest and kind of just settle in. He will be back soon, so hopefully I can keep you entertained for today. Jumping right into our talking points for today: Norwich nil, Arsenal 5. Good lord, what a result! I mean, going into this fixture, I expected Arsenal to win, but this was quite comprehensive. And Norwich, they maybe had like 5 minutes. There was that one portion when we were already 1-0 up, when we were just 1-0 up, where Norwich sort of looked like they were going to threaten, and then that's when Arsenal got their second goal in. And beyond that, it was just smooth sailing. Very, very unlike Arsenal to kind of really bury a game so early on. But nonetheless, excellent result, especially going into a really tricky line of fixtures going forward. But let's start with talking about Norwich because, I mean, at this point, it is safe to assume that they are out. I guess they've already started discussions with Dean Smith on how they plan to compete in the championship. Again, Dean Smith, a manager who has experience in the championship, but this is just a very different Norwich that we are seeing play today. I mean, 18 matches in, only 10 points so far, and they haven't even had any COVID postponements as an excuse that they might be able to catch up later on down the line. Their goal difference sits at a negative 31. Second best is Newcastle at minus 23, which is still horrible, but like 8 goals apart from them. So there's just no way that Norwich can even hope to catch up at this point unless they have some sort of a renaissance in the second half of the season. In this match as well, they had 35% possession at home, only managed 4 shots on target. Only managed 4 shots with only 2 shots on target. So clearly, Dean Smith trying to go a little bit more defensive, trying to give them a little bit more structure and hopefully, scrounge out 1-point results even if possible. And even that doesn't seem to be going their way. So I don't know whether fans will be calling for his head at this point because they clearly love Daniel Farke and Daniel Farke clearly loved the team and the club. So I don't know whether the switch, which has failed at this point in time, is going to be short-lived. I guess at this point they just have to think about whether they're going to keep Dean Smith in charge or not, and who their targets are going to be come next summer, because they are definitely going down and they may have to sell some of their somewhat bigger signings. They did sell Buendia, but they did get Milot Rashikayan, who is a decent player, Oksan Kabakian, who is again maybe not Premier League material, but they did pay a pretty penny for him. So sad to know, but easy street win for Arsenal coming down to them. What a win. I mean, Saka, that kid is 2 goals today, absolutely calm finishes, taking his time on the ball, really finding his opportunity. Maybe the goalkeeper could have done better with at least one of those goals, but all credit to him. Lacazette, again, another fantastic performance. He's doing everything in his power to get an extension, and I mean, I'm starting to think at this point with Martinelli in the kind of form he is, he's probably ready to start rotating that striker position for Arsenal. So it might be a good option to maybe give Lacazette a 2-year contract. All I worry about is the kind of wages that Arsenal might offer him. As long as it's reasonable and at par, that it doesn't burn a hole in the management's pocket, I think keeping Lacazette on might just be a decent idea, because Aubameyang is definitely on his way out, and Nketiah is just not good enough to start in the Premier League, so he should be sold too, irrespective of whether we manage to get that extension from him or not. But yeah, again, really fiery performance up front. Lacazette was great. Finally, Arsenal score their first penalty in the Premier League after 3 attempts. They get it right on the 4th one. In a match where it didn't really matter whether we got it in or not, because we were on the winning streak anyway. We had some COVID absences, most importantly Tomiyasu, because he's our only right back, and it already showed why we need to get another right back replacement or like a backup option for him in the transfer market, because Ben White was starting at right back today, and we definitely don't want that going forward. He was great though. I mean, cool as ice. No real trouble for him throughout the match, but definitely has to be in his right side centre back position for us. So in crunch games, it's lucky that we were facing Norwich and not a bigger opposition in this match. As for other amazing performances, I mean, Martin Odegaard, Karthik would have definitely wanted me to make a mention of this, but he is making a case to be Arsenal's next captain. Again, I'm not on board with the idea. I think it should probably go to someone like, maybe Kieran Tierney at this point, even though he may not be starting all of our matches, but I still feel he's the right captain material for us. But Odegaard, 2 assists, great display, calm on the ball again, good passing, just showed why he's a great move for us and why he fits in with the rest of the team, really gelling well that youth going forward. Martinelli had sort of a quieter game today, but who's complaining? He's had a fabulous few fixtures, so he's earned himself a quieter run out onto the pitch. We even managed to rest a lot of our players. Emil Smith-Rowe coming back and scoring again. I mean, he's turning out to be a super sub at this point, scoring every time he comes on. So hopefully it doesn't affect Arteta picking him in the starting 11 going forward. But yeah, also thinking about going forward, this was again a very important result. Arsenal now 35 points, 4th place. West Ham lost this match week as well, which is amazing because it further kind of puts us in that comfort zone. The only teams that can reasonably catch up to us are Manchester United and Tottenham Hotspur, because they have some matches in hand. So it's still kind of up in the air whether they might be able to do that or not, but they have the possibility on paper to be able to catch up to us, which is incredible that we find ourselves in this sort of position come the end of the year. It is important that we kind of stay hopeful and hold on to this feeling right now, because the next run of fixtures is going to be tough. So the Wolves versus the Arsenal match got called off, which is going to be a tough match anyway, because Wolves have been defending really well, not scoring a lot of goals, but there is definitely a more structure to this team now than when they started the season. So they're definitely going to be a much tougher opposition. But now that match is postponed, our next match in the Premier League is up against Manchester City. It is at home. I do hope we can get some sort of a result, but I'm going to take this match as a write-off. Right after that, we face Liverpool in the EFL Cup semi-finals. Now, that's a match we absolutely have to win. It's going to be across 2 legs. It's going to be tough. It's going to be really nervy, and I do hope we can come away with that and make it to a cup final, even if it is just the Carabao Cup. It's a trophy, and it's something that the youth really needs in the team. I don't care about Lacazette lifting a trophy or Thomas Partey lifting a trophy, but for players like Emil Smith-Rowe, Saka, Tierney, Martinelli, they need Odegaard. They need this trophy. They need something like that to kind of further build that sort of team spirit, and just get more of that, get more confidence going into the next season, because as things stand, we might be looking at Champions League football. We are most definitely looking at some form of European football. It's either going to be Champions League or Europa League. So we're definitely back into Europe. But if we keep up the way we're doing it, we might be looking at Champions League football, which nobody thought was going to happen. So let's hope for the best. Let's see where this goes, and let's try and ride that gravy train. And all power to Arteta. January transfer market, this is going to be important. We need a right back, we need a central midfielder. Those are the 2 positions that I feel we definitely need to strengthen. So let's hope that we go ahead and do that and come out of the January transfer market even stronger than when we went in. That was my look at Arsenal versus Norwich, or rather Norwich versus Arsenal. Please let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Please let me know if I missed something. If you are a Norwich fan by any means, or even if you just have any sympathy for Norwich, is there anything they can do to fix their situation right now? I don't think so. And do you think Arsenal have a shot at Champions League football? Let us know down in the comments below, and I will catch you guys next time. We will catch you guys next time. So peace.